It's early, y'all. It's early. Y'all know I don't normally record at night. The ones that know. But anywho, I've been awake at night here and there within the last couple of weeks because, there's been a lot going on still as usual. So, y'all know I am my most productive in the wee early morning hours. Hey, Abby. How are you, sweetie? I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you, dear? Like, excuse me, I'm good, dear. I'm good. I am quite well. Thank you. You know, people want to keep trying to play me for Boo Boo the Fool, and I just had to make it clear. I have to make it clear. Honey, you've been around long enough to know how I am and how I operate and all that stuff. And I'm tired. I'm tired, and it's like, I've been distracted for far too long, so it's time to it's officially time to move forward, honey. It's officially time to move forward. So I literally just had to do something that I had to do that I should have did like a month ago. And it didn't really come to a head until like last week because my friend was like, oh, I'm surprised you didn't block them by now. Like, and I'm sitting here talking to Tootie about it. Tootie don't understand. She don't understand that sometimes you gotta cut them cords. She don't understand because she still has a problem with that issue too of letting go. I'm not saying that I don't. I'm well aware of my malfunction and dysfunctions, but Traci, one thing that's different between me and her, if I have to change my telephone number 20 times, Traci gonna do it. If I have to block folks because they don't act right and they're not hearing me and I'm giving you more than the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt, when like literally, like my final straw is if I'm not talking to you, I haven't talked to you excuse me, we're not talking. If I'm not doing this or any type of communication for a whole week, that should tell you something. Okay, it's late night. The kids asleep. Hey, Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, Jeffrey? What the hell you doing up so late, Jeffrey? You know I love you, Jeffrey. What the hell's going on, my friend? So So I had to wash my hands of the situation, y'all. Like folks weren't getting it. I've been trying to reason with this man, and he just wasn't getting the hint. I've already talked about it. And then, like I said, my friend pointed it out. It's like, Traci, I'm surprised you haven't blocked him by now. And I was like, you know what? You so right, honey. You so right. She knows. She knows. And like I said, it clicked. You know why? Because I've been distracted. Okay, I've been in a funk. My mama's birthday passed and all this other stuff that was going on. I've just been in a funk. So I'm like, I'm not in my head anymore and I'm not in my feelings. The stuff that I had to talk out, I've talked out. Me and Tudor in a good place. You know what I'm saying? I've been slowly but surely trying to get back to work and all this stuff. So it was time to put the bullshit to rest. Okay, it was time. And I'm going to tell you what happened. Traci, your cash app. My other phone is charging, dear. I didn't know. I didn't even get to see what that was, Jeffrey. Anywho, so like I said, you know, one of the things that I know that I feel is a problem for me is I don't ask for permission first. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't ask God what my life would look like if I entertain this person, this situation, blah, 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 okay? With the stuff that had happened within the last couple of months, like me and her obviously were going through a thing. I didn't give myself time like I normally do. Like all the stuff that literally just happened within the last couple of months is stuff that normally does not happen. Okay, so no problem. But I'm human, okay? And I got caught up in my flesh. Okay, fine, no problem. But Tracy has come back to her senses. Okay? I have come back to my senses. So I have been trying to reason with this person because y'all know I just talked about this just a few days ago. Okay? I just talked about this a few days ago. And they still not getting the hint. But when you're still engaging, I guess in a sense, people feel like, I guess like you're still in the game when you're really not. And y'all know, like, this is all the Virgo coming out. This ain't my lioness stuff coming out. This is the Virgo coming out. Oh yeah, I see it now, Jeffrey. Thank you. You know I appreciate you, Jeffrey. And we need to have a powwow, sweetie. I haven't talked to you in a while, so we need to catch up. Like I said, I give people the benefit of the doubt too much, to a default, and I need to work on that. I'm not doing that anymore. Like I said, um, today's Wednesday, so lately it seems like our little sessions have been on Wednesday with me too and the therapist. I had a one-on-one last week. I had to do my paperwork anyways, and then we had our group situation like literally just hours later. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird because they both had attitude and I was just kind of stuck in the middle or whatever. But I mean, it's fine. We still get stuff accomplished while we're talking. At least I feel like I do, you know. Hey, what's up, Andre? Anytime, I'm always here. I know, Jeffrey. I know. Like, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you that day when you had asked if you can call me. It's like, you should have just called me because it's like I would have stopped what I was doing to talk to you because it's like, I know you were trying to be respectful when I was at the trap house and all that stuff. But like I said, they knew who you were and all that stuff. And it's like, you could have just called at any time. Like, moving forward, moving forward, like I have said, 1,000 times, and I will continue to repeat. Whoever is meant, whoever is meant for God to present as my person, they can't have a problem with my YouTube or anybody that I have established these kinships with through my YouTube. Because that's a problem. That means we're not meant to be together. This wasn't going to work out anyways. 2D's the closest thing that I have to family. He had a problem with her too. Okay, that means that this is not going to work. I know she crazy. I know she crazy. Okay, her crazy is way worse than my crazy. But she's the only person that I truly have in my corner. And if you have a problem with that, then we're going to have a problem. I know she crazy. She get on my nerves. Okay? But if you have a problem with that, then this is not going to work. If you're not going to communicate, Tracy talks. I'm a talker. I'm a talker. If you're not going to talk to me, it's not going to work. And like I said, I'm not in my feelings about it no more. But it was horrible because I feel like the same thing that had just happened was repeated in this other situation, and it shouldn't have played out the way that it did. But that's okay, because like I said, people have their free will and they choose to be a butthole sometimes. I tried to reason with you. I expressed exactly how I felt. I also shut down for a whole week. And that's not the first time I've shut down with this person. They know they are Virgo too. They want to play the game. I'm just letting them know I'm not playing this game no more. I'm not playing the game. And then let me tell you what happened. So y'all know I had to pray on it. I've actually been getting some writing done. Y'all know it's been a minute since I've actually been able to take the pen to my pads. And y'all know I got plenty of composition books all over the place. So I said, okay, look, they been getting on my nerves. But like I said, I was in my head about other shit too much. So I had to take the pen to the pad, honey. I had to take it to God and I wrote it out. And I'm like, look, I need a sign because this stuff is getting on my nerves. He's been beyond getting on my nerves. I talked about it because I haven't really been talking about it. I finally talked about it last week. So I told y'all, whenever there's confirmation of the things that are going on around in my little situation where I'm paying attention or not, it's like I pay attention to the synchronicities that are around me. When I'm out, I try to write down the little angel numbers and I go back and I look them up after the fact. Okay, so how I'm feeling is how I'm feeling. And it's like the universe is like trying to nudge me and I'm just not paying attention because my brain is in a fog and I'm not focused. Okay, fine, no problem. So I said, I asked for a sign. I was like, if this, is something that I'm still should entertain, let me know. So then the first thing that happened is like they typey because they won't talk. And y'all know I'm a talker. They not talking. And I made it clear this typing shit. Y'all know I think the texting shit is the devil. I feel it's the devil, but it serves its purpose when you need that receipt. So they gonna come back talking about they don't know what we are. I'm like, okay, it's 2 months later. They don't know what we are. They not talking. They've shut down the communication and all that shit. And then, like I said, in my text, like on my, not my text, my YouTube, like just the stuff that comes through on my phone is what I'm trying to say. You know, out of nowhere, these psychic messages start piping up on my phone. I mean, I'm serious. Like these psychic messages start popping up out of my phone. I haven't clicked on none of this stuff. Okay, I haven't clicked on none of this stuff. So, like literally, the last couple of days, it's like I'm bombarded with all these fucking messages, and I'm like, what the hell? Thank you. Hope things are good. Don't forget. Hold on. Rissa hit me up last night, and I didn't see her message. And it's like I don't really hear from her that often. It's like just every once in a blue moon. And like I said, she had hit me up in the middle of the night. Yeah, to look, I got my issues. Tootie got her issues. Like I said, we know she crazy. We y'all know what I had to go through. Y'all know she crazy, but she's the one that's got my back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know she could be a handful. She a handful for me to deal with, but she recognized with what happened, with how I ended up in the trap house, and I know she missed me, and she could see the crazy that was going on. I saw it in her face the moment she walked up in the trap house. She was the one who said we need to, start therapy and learn to have a more effective way of communicating between the two of us. She said it. I was already thinking it, but she was the one who verbalized it. I'm like, okay, so when she said it, I said, okay. I said, okay, and now we in therapy. Yes, she does have my back. She does. Like I said, it's not the lack of, we get on each other's nerves, but that's what family do sometimes. Okay, so like I said, honey, I'm like, I I was dealing with my vitamin D deficiency. But like I said, I didn't move the way like how I normally move because I felt like time was a factor, and I just had to get away from the crazy that I was dealing with at the time. Okay, fine, no problem. So these two people that literally slipped through the cracks, this shit normally would not have happened if Tracy would move how Tracy normally moves. Okay? And then, like I said, between the two, I felt like the second person, you know, I feel we probably would have been better suited, but not when you start playing these bullshit ass games. Like, I'm like, I'm not the one, and I'm trying to be nice. People don't want nice Tracy. They don't want nice Tracy. They want crazy Tracy. I'm like, okay, well, crazy Tracy gonna come out if it's absolutely necessary. It's not really crazy Tracy. It's Teresa when she pop out. You know, Teresa be popping out and doing shit that she shouldn't be doing. You know, yeah. Teresa need to get her shit together. You know, Tracy need to get her shit together. Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. I'm not putting up with bullshit. I'm just not. I'm not. Y'all know I am not that bee to be played with. The ones that have been around long enough know. And it's like I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, like I said, to give people the benefit of the doubt. I can't do that no more. Like I can't, and I'm not. Like, like I said, it's just one of the things that I had kind of been dealing with the last couple of weeks. Dealing with my mom's birthday is a lot for me, y'all. Y'all know I've said it time and time again. I talk about it all the time because my mom was a very big portion of my life, and it's been 17 years now that she's been gone. And the people around, she gets it because she lost her mom. You know, like the girl in Cumberland, she gets it because she too had lost her mom. So it's like unless you have that loss and have had to deal with that or try to, then people really don't get it because you still have what you have around you and you're not dealing with that lack. You know, you're with these people your whole entire life and then all of a sudden they're snuffed out and it's like you're sitting there, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do with myself at this point? You know, but it is what it is. So I'm working it out with my therapist, okay? So, like, I know some people have an issue with therapy and all that stuff, but if you need help, you need help, okay? And Virgos are not the type of people that are prone to ask for help. But if I truly need help, I will seek and get the help that I feel that I need at the time. Okay? So like I said, Traci's in a better time and space. Me and her are working out our stuff and we're good. Okay? Now as far as this other shit that's been plucking my nerves, yeah, no. Like, it's been 2 months, y'all. It's been 2 months. And I'm like, you're not going to keep doing this typey. Y'all know I hate texting. I hate texting. I think it's the devil. But like I said, it serves its purpose when you need those receipts. And I'm just tired. I've tried to reason with this person. They're just not getting the hint. They're not picking up the telephone. But the moment I block their ass, then that's when they want to call my phone. I'm like, at that point, once you block, honey, I'm done. I've tried to reason with you. I tried to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me. You probably entertaining some other bitch. My one friend is like, oh yeah, he got a girlfriend, whoever the live-in, roommate, whatever situation. Like, because I pay attention to everything. Like, she's like, I think it's the girlfriend. Tootie think it's the wife. I'm like, at this point, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I did this, like, mentally. Tracy did this, walking away from the table, no chips, no money, like a month ago. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, both of these folks are my ops, right? Ops do op shit. Both of them were doing their op shit. Do you? Because I don't go to them extremes. Do what you feel. Do your digging that you feel that you need to do. Because like I said, mentally, I done tuned out a month ago. Mm-hmm. So I've been distracted. I'm not distracted anymore. And I've been doing my writing. And I'm trying to get back to work. And Tracy's trying to get her mental together so I can function and do the things that I need to do. I don't need a distraction. I don't need a distraction. So, don't pick up the phone once I block your ass and then you'll sit there and call me out to be crazy because I had to do what I had to do. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. They weren't listening. Okay, no problem. No problem. Hold on. So at this point, like I said, I just asked Tootie yesterday. I was like, excuse me. Clover, come lay down. Yep. So I need to figure out. She asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? I said, I think I want to have a party. Yes. And I told you, I just saw your mom's birthday yesterday. Yesterday, and I think the day before yesterday. Clover. So the cat does a thing. Like, y'all need to pay attention to your pets. Yes, he did want to get in the boys' room, but he does a thing. He normally does it in the bathroom, right? He normally does it in the bathroom. Like, literally right after I take a shower, I just took a shower. He will go in the bathroom. I took a picture of him. Like, I think I've even recorded him doing it. He will go in the bathroom, and he will get, his little chunky self will get on the edge of the tub, and he just looks up, and he just keeps looking, like, just he like freezes like a statue in that little moment. So he was just doing that when I called his name, and he came and jumped up on the couch. He was frozen because he was obviously looking at something, or possibly someone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so, like, if y'all aware, you aware. Like I said, I had a whole awakening experience when my ex broke up with me years ago. I see stuff, I feel stuff, I hear stuff sometimes now, because it's like I feel like, it's still, I'm still in the process where I'm trying to raise my vibration. So it's like those messages come through when they are meant to come through. Like when these stupid psychic messages just out of nowhere just started popping up on my phone. And the one, I sent it to them. The one that popped up on my phone, it's like all these different things. Oh, affirm, type 333, type 1111, la 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 la. Yeah. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. I'm gonna read it to y'all because, like, this shit had popped up on my phone, and then I sent it to them when it had popped up on my phone, and then of course I went to sleep because y'all know, I'm the early bird. Yeah, cat see spirits. Exactly, exactly. So, so this message had popped up on my phone. I think it's on the other phone. Hold on. Yeah, it's on my other phone. Yeah, it's on the other phone. My other phone is charging. Hold on 1 second. Just to prove my point, y'all. And then, like, I'm over it now. So once I get it out, it's gonna be out, and then that's it. But like I said, oh, my phone's charged. It literally had just happened. You know, like within like the last few hours or whatever. Like I said, they just want to keep typing. I have made it painfully clear. I don't want to continue typing. Like, if there's anything that you need to say to me, you need to pick up the telephone. They wouldn't do it. The moment they got blocked, that's when they pick up the telephone. I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game. And like I've told my old set of friends, and I've told everybody else that, normally is around or whatever. Because, like, if you're in my inner circle, you're in my inner circle for a reason. If you're not, that also too is for a reason. And I've always told my folks, I was like, you have to be careful on how you treat people, because you never know what one thing could set somebody over the edge. You just don't know. You don't know what things people have been through. You don't know what life experiences they've had. You don't know what horrible people they've had to deal with. You don't know what their storms and their trials and tribulations have been. So you need to treat people well. You just need to do that. And if you're not going to do that, then it's a problem. For me, I'm not nobody's welcome mat for people to just walk all over. I mean, I'm human. I have my own little needs. I had put myself out there to try to tend to my needs. I just didn't go about it the right way. Okay, fine, no problem. It doesn't make me an asshole. It's just I didn't make the best decisions for myself in this instance. Okay, fine, no problem. It's not a big deal. But I did, put myself at risk, and that's like a no bueno for me. But again, the milk has been spilled. Like, I try to pick up the pieces to the best of my ability, like after the fact or whatever. That's all I could do. Hold on. Okay, what? So, I thought, let me see. I'm not seeing it, so maybe I'm not seeing it for a reason. But anywho, I'm just trying to prove the point. Like I said, the message had popped up in my phone, and it was about like them entertaining something else, obviously somebody else. And it's like, okay, it's fine. Like people are gonna do what they want to do. You know, I can't control what other grown people choose to do. All these big, hold on, all the notifications are starting to pop up. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see it. Anywho, the point that I'm trying to make is the message had popped up on my phone, and as soon as I saw it, I sent it to them. You know, I sent it to them, and I was like, okay. So I fell asleep. I'm like, did you see what I sent you? Yes. They didn't say nothing else. Because Tootie was like, well, did he respond to it? No, he ain't say nothing. I'm like, okay. So then when I wake up, because I had a potty, like it's some more of these stupid bullshit ass messages popping up on my phone. Like I said, these it's random stuff, y'all. These messages literally up until I would say maybe 2, 3 days ago were not popping up on my phone. Talking on the cell phone is the best way to talk sometimes. It makes me feel better after I talk one-on-one with you. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. We haven't had a one-on-one conversation in a while. And I know there's been a lot going on. That's why I had to come on here, Jeffrey, and apologize to you and everybody else. Because when I don't record for a significant amount of time, you know, you or whoever else that has that one-on-one contact that are actually concerned, I'll get a phone call, a text message, a DM, an email. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Tracy, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? You know, excuse me. So it's like I said, nobody that I deal with from this point on can have an issue with my YouTube because of the relationships that I have created through my YouTube, you know, have been nothing but beneficial to me and my whole little situation. Like, Jeffrey, like, I see your little messages. When you're sitting there, you like this video, I watch this video, I watched it again. You know, you'll even be like, hey, Tracy, la, la, la. Like, I'm here, you know, I'm trying to get your attention, whatever. Okay. And it's not just you, it's been so many other people too that have been helpful, that have been supportive, that you know, are concerned, genuinely concerned about me. Cause y'all know you see the crazy. Like I had looked, I haven't really looked at my analytics. I haven't even officially finished my application for my monetization and all that stuff because I couldn't be monetized right now anyways, because I have way too many copyrighted videos. So I have to delete those. And like I said, like before like my official 2 year anniversary, which isn't until the 28th, like I created my YouTube 5 days after my birthday. So I want to celebrate my birthday. Like I want to have fun this year. I'm not going to be by myself like I was last year, obviously. She asked me, what do you want to do? I said, at this point, I think I want to have a party. Like I haven't had a real birthday party in like the longest time. And she's like, well, it's just me and you. So who are we going to invite? You know, the people that you don't fuck with, talk about her friends. No. Mm-mm. All I have to do is put the word out. If I put the word out right now that I said I want to do a meet and greet and I want to have a birthday party and have my folks come, who's not gonna come and celebrate my birthday with me? You feel what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. You know I'm paying attention. The air just came on and he's doing this. The air always comes on. So why are you doing this? Pay attention to your pets, okay? Pay attention to the pets. Anywho, yeah, like if I put the word out there that I want to have a party, I'm sure some folks will come and help me celebrate my birthday with me. Like I was like, I'm not even tripping off of that. Like I'm not tripping off of that. But I want to have fun. I don't get to have fun anymore. Like I need to feel like I can have the true sense of me living my life and not feel like I'm just existing anymore. You get what I'm saying? You know, it's like shit happens, shit has been happening, shit is always going to continue to happen. I feel like it's just how we choose to kind of navigate around the boulders and stuff when they kind of fall along your path, you know? And I feel like we all deserve love. I don't know what the roadblocks and the blockages and all that stuff that hinder me from getting what it is that I feel that I want and need in my little world right now or whatever. It's fine though. I'm still working on myself. Tracy's still a work in progress. I'm still working on myself. Okay. You know, right now I feel like in my situation is more financial than anything else. You know, and then as far as dealing with crazy lady and all that stuff, we in therapy. Okay. I think I'm doing my part. Okay. So, and I'm slowly but surely trying to get back to work and all that other stuff. You know, so I mean, shit is what it is, and things will take care of themselves when I feel that they need to take care of themselves. In the meantime, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm just not putting up with no bullshit. Not putting up with no bullshit. Can I put my glasses? Oh, see, I care about you, Tracy. I just want the best for you. I know you do, Jeffrey. I know. So, it's all good. Hold on, y'all. I gotta move this camera. I need to prop up my feet. My foot has still been hurting. That's what I'm saying. It's like nobody's really concerned about what I've been going through. Like I try, like I said, to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I try to, you know, it's all about perspective. So I try not to be selfish. I try to be mindful that people are going through this shit too. It's not just about me. People going through this shit too. But like I said, I was feeding into the dumb stuff too long. It's too long. It was wearing on my spirit too long. And then, like I said, everything came to a head when the girl was like, I'm surprised you haven't blocked them by now. And I had to take a step back. I was like, bitch, you right. Like, you right. I'm in my head too much. I'm in my head too much. Because, yeah, they should have been blocked a month ago. She right. So, sometimes, when people that you have around are not serving your highest good, sometimes they gotta go. Sometimes they gotta go. If they're not acting right, and if they're not doing stuff that you feel that they should be doing, or if they're not consistent, or they switch the shit up, and you had no part, or had no say, or have no opinion, or you can't get my feedback or whatever, you just gonna choose to make this decision. Okay, fine, then continue to do you. Like I said, there's no hard feelings. mentally I literally tapped out a month ago. So I'm just still trying to give folks the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes you shouldn't do that. Like I said, y'all, I've repeated it so many times. The people that are my ride or dies are my ride or dies, and the new folks, especially that are coming through, it's like the two things that I try to encourage people that come and actually take the time out of their day to watch my videos is, I try to encourage people to stand up for yourself. Okay, because I feel like there are times that I didn't stand up for myself like I should have. Or I allowed somebody else's opinion or whatever to kind of deter me from doing what I thought that I needed to do at the time. So don't do that. Like I said, I'm here to end the flim flam. Don't allow people to use and abuse you. That's the one thing. And then, like I said, learn from the old fool. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I haven't asked for permission for a lot of things. I just go about my way. It's not about me, though. And I'm not in control. I'm not in control. I have no clue, obviously. So that's what I'm saying. Learn from the old fool. Because as you can see, I'll be 52 next month. And I'm still making mistakes. But we're human. Okay? So, when I'm trying to when I'm when I'm taking the time to try to give somebody a chance, the benefit of the doubt, whatever, and you're not taking heed to my time, my attention, the words that I say out of my mouth, or the words that I don't say. You're not taking heed to the things that I'm saying. Okay, fine, no problem. No problem. Y'all see, I'm not amped up. Normally, Tracy height, I'm good. I didn't have none of my herbal essence yesterday. I went about my day. It was pretty much a chill day. Even with her trying to kill me in the car 3 times yesterday. And she's such an excellent driver. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I need to drive. Like, I'm not putting up with this shit. So, like I said, everything's gonna be all right, y'all. Everything's gonna be all right. Like, so there's this apartment, and I thought there was a possibility that I could possibly try to apply for this apartment, but you have to pay attention to your pets. So my hours are not gonna fly. So I have to look at something else. The boy scratched me twice in a week. But you see, here he is, chilling on the couch, when he was just looking up at the ceiling for the longest time. So they haven't been loved up on like they normally do. He scratched me. And they both keep trying to force themselves on me and stuff. And I'm already going through what I'm going through. And you got to give Auntie a minute. You know what I mean? Hold on now. Hold on. Put my phone back. So I'm not trying no more. I'm not trying no more. Like I know I needed to go sit down. Like I literally could hear my mama's voice in my head. Like, Tracy, you need to sit down and listen to your hair grow. Okay, fine, ma'am. Like I hear you. Okay. I'm in chill mode again. Tracy's back in her little hermit mode moment. I'm not officially isolated. It's fine. But when I'm trying to talk to you and I'm trying to reason with folks and I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, I'm trying to let you know how I'm feeling. You're not listening. Okay, fine, no problem. No problem. Don't start blowing up my phone once you've been blocked. Don't do that. I tried to talk to you. I'm 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 not a Klingon type chick, and I'm not gonna chase you because it's not my job to chase. It's not the woman's job to chase. I'm not gonna do that. So now it's like people have stuff to say, but when I'm trying to talk to you, and I understand people got to work, I understand they got to do all this stuff. Now you want to call? It's too late. You've been blocked. I'm not gonna hear nothing that you have to say. You weren't trying to hear nothing that I had to say. It's not a tit for tat, but I'm saying it's been 2 months and I didn't say anything for a whole entire week. And then I literally start, communicating again. And then again, it's the stupid dumb stuff. Like Riss knows, she know, she a Virgo too. So I have to give her credit more so than myself because she had shut the shit down with Cece way long before I did. Because I felt bad because he really didn't have nobody in his corner. Just like even like with Crazy Cat, I had felt bad too in that situation, and both times I got bit in the ass, literally both times, because I was trying to be nice, and again giving people the benefit of the doubt that I shouldn't have. You know, Hold on. Right? She's like, bitches annoy me for real. Yes, exactly. Because they don't know how to act. Yes. Like, I'm not an unreasonable person to get along with. I'm not. So, like I said, when people, just want to play their little games, I'm not the one to be played with, though. I'm not nobody's welcome mat that you can walk all over. You know, if I'm into you, if I like you, whatever, I'm giving you a chance. But if you're not taking heed to the things that I'm doing or trying to do, then okay, no problem. No problem. Like mama would say, it's no fat off my ass. Like I still like was trying to get my clothes because I don't have my clothes. So that has had me in my feelings. Okay, fine. My mom's birthday had just passed. I was in my feelings for that, you know. And then this shit too obviously didn't, help. Okay, fine. I'm dealing with this and whatever else that I need to deal with or whatever. No problem. So, hold on. Yeah, exactly. So she too has kind of isolated herself for a long time for good reason because motherfuckers don't still know how to act, and people get tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired. And at this point, I just want to, like, I told myself, like, I should be able to get back to work, like, right after my birthday. Like, at this point, like, I just need to get through this next month, minus any more bullshit. I just want to celebrate my birthday. I want to go to the pool. That's the one thing that I didn't get to do last summer. And then, I've been dealing with my little toe issues or whatever. And, like, my toe was throbbing a little bit. So that's why I had to elevate my feet. I put my little drops on there, like, like my podiatrist had told me to do and stuff like that. So, like when I had gone to the ER at that time, that doctor had said if I need to elevate my foot to do that. So I've been doing that too. He's like, you probably were having issues with your feet because I was cramped up on that little itty bitty bed. I'm not on that little itty bitty bed no more, but I'm just saying, I have my little pillow. I think it's in the room or whatever. It's my little pillow from when my bed in the bag when I was with the crazy Spanish lady. But I mean, these two, I could part my feet up on the couch pillows or whatever. My other little pillow where I put my foot is right here. She kind of in my spot. But I know she wants to be. Both of them want to be loved up on. I can't right now. I can't. Yes, I had to get myself back to Tracy. Exactly. You know, Jeffrey. You know. So that's what I've been doing. So if I need to levitate, I levitate. That's why I need to get her to realize. She knows I'm not really much of a smoker, but I smoke when I feel that I need to. And then, when I was at the trap house, it's like I pretty much was smoking every day, and that's not been a thing ever in my life. But when you in Rome, you do as the Romans do, minus the crack stuff, because I don't smoke crack. Hold on, she's still typing. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, yes. I've never done that. I've never. I know they say never, but yeah, I'm not. Mm-mm. Some things are a thing. Like I really wasn't. I'm not saying that I wasn't a partier. I used to party, but I used to hang out in the clubs and I used to drink way more in my 20s and my 30s than I do now,
Excuse the background here, guys, okay? Let's see what's going on in the energy. Only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Oop, we got somebody spying. Okay, I don't know who it is, but we got somebody watching, inspecting, getting information, doing their research here. Okay, wow. This could be a masculine energy or a female energy. I don't know what you did, but you could have moved away from something or somebody. Yeah, and that could have been like literal,
This literally just
literal
popped up on my phone, so I'm
traveling.
looking.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see limitations. I don't know.
And this
Something
girl,
was
like I said,
stopping
this
you.
girl,
Whatever this was that was
Spiritual
stopping you or
Warrior
that was holding you
867, I
back,
had never seen her
it's lifted.
videos
There it
either.
is. Yeah, you got it.
Like I
Right
said, when the
here.
stuff is meant to get
Left
my
field,
attention, it
right?
gets my attention when it
Stargaze
does.
yourself here.
Because
Yeah,
y'all
check this
know,
out.
there's
What
one
happened?
tarot reader
Okay,
that I
now
watch
I
if
feel
I
like you're
watch.
here. Yeah, and now I feel like the
She
energy
never
is
even
somebody
heard of her or
else.
whatever.
Yeah, definitely somebody that knows you.
I don't normally
About
watch the
you.
other tarot readers,
About you
but they've been
being
popping up in
blessed
my
and you
phone.
feeling some type of way about how something turned out here. See, look. See, that's what I'm saying. You got rid of some type of past lack, suffering, doubt, right? And you changed. You changed. So you're not really in this energy anymore. This is whoever that's
I'm
currently
sorry, y'all. My
watching you.
arm is itching. That's why
Yeah,
I had to
whoever
put the
this person
cream
is,
on my
this could be
arm.
somebody that's clearly unaware. I'm
I'm
getting
trying not to
more
touch it because I
okay.
put the cream on there,
Whoever this
but
person has lacked doubt, what's the energy behind it? Yeah, this is somebody that, yeah, look, somebody that you had a distance with. Yep, a masculine here. Yeah, whoever this person is, they could be in a very dark place. Yeah, they're in a very dark place, or at least they have been here. If you even notice in both of these images, this person has a hood on and their head is down. So that's representing some type of low self esteem, lack of confidence. Yeah, this could be somebody that's closed off, detached, and guarded right now. So somebody could be very much so wanting to come out of separation or wanting to break their silence, but they haven't been knowing how. So it's something about assistance, got assistance from the spirit guys here. Okay, let me clarify the assistant guys. Yeah, see, they've been healing. They've been healing, taking time to heal their inner child. Yeah, but I get that this could have been you too. Yeah, you took some time to heal yourself. Yeah, you've been on pause from somebody for sure. Yeah, but see, something is a wish fulfillment. This could literally still indicate some type of wish fulfillment still coming to pass here. Okay, yeah. See, if you invested something, some type of seed that you invested here, okay? I'm hearing seeds need time to grow. This is something that you still want. Yeah, see, somebody get ready to take a leap of faith. Somebody trying to free themselves from this dark place. They're trying to have as much courage as you had to take a leap of faith and step out on faith to change your life here. Yeah, so whoever this person is, you're inspiring this person a great, great, great. Yeah, you're inspiring this person to come out of their south node into their north node energy. Yeah, you're helping this person a great deal. If they've been detached and cold, they're ready to come through because they've had some type of breakthrough here, epiphany
while she was trying to get close, she was just hopping down so I could have my little spot back. Okay, let me move my thing because she got it better in my spot. I gotta turn that light off too. I need like another little lamp, but I need a brighter lamp. That's kind of like dim light. I need a better light. Oh shit. Sorry, y'all. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to situate my phone here. Okay. Yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a drink. Like, I need a drink. Like, this is some bullshit. Like, look, I'm not that B to be played with. I said it. I've said it a million times. I'm not that one to be played with. Like, I don't play those sorts of games with people. When I like, they're like, oh, I just cut them off. I didn't try to call them. When I try to call you, like when I literally was sitting in 2D room, when I tried to call you, there was twice I tried to call. You didn't pick up the phone. And again, that to me is game. Like, I don't have time. I don't have time. Let me go get my flip flops. Like, I don't have time for this bullshit. 2D is next door with Big Papa. So that's why it's dark in here, because normally it's like Mama said, somebody got to pay the electric bill, so don't have the lights on. Hey, Riz. Hold on 1 second, baby. I got to go to the bathroom. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Tracy, pay attention to what you're doing. Sorry, y'all. So, anywho, I'm trying to. I'm about to make me a drink. I'm about to make me a drink. Like, I need a drink. So, I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed. Oh shit! I had to get my flip flops. Hold on, hold on. My flip flops. Okay, so it's like, I tried to be. I try to be the word of reason. Tracy's normally the peacemaker. Like, I try to give, like I said, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes too much to a default sometimes. Like, I'm tired. Like, you go without for so long with certain stuff in your life, and then you put yourself out there, and then, like, you have the absolute worst person to come along, and then the one after that seemed to be nice, seemed to be a nice person, and blah, 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 and giving you everything that you really weren't getting from the other person. So I'm like, okay, fine. So then I'm going to give you a chance. Yeah, no. Now I'm supposed to be so understanding. But I put all of my cards on the table. In both situations, I put all of my cards on the table. So I'm not a rebound person. I haven't really been in that many relationships in my adult life. So it's like, Risk knows, like, sometimes you just have to separate yourself from the bullshit. And it's like, oh, this is what you're going to do. Like, you're not going to talk to me about it. No, because I try to talk to you. I try to call you. You don't pick up the phone. You talk about you don't have no Bluetooth and all this shit. You can't talk in the house because it's bad signal in the house. But when you out working, oh, I don't have a Bluetooth. Come on now. Like, it's game, yo. It's game. Like, I don't have time for the games. Ugh. You know that I'm a communicator that needs to talk. And then you stop talking. Does that make any sense? No, it does not make any sense. Right, exactly. I'm about to, honey. I'm about to. I mean, there's not a lot around here. So Frank drank my little the wine bottle that I had to fuck Cece up with that time. That was a birthday gift from my friend that I held on to for sentimental purposes. Okay, it was a reminder. I haven't had to do that. I haven't. I hadn't had. I literally have not had to lay hands on nobody. But this fool would not keep his hands to himself. And like I said, y'all gotta defend yourself at all costs, whether it's verbal or physical. Don't let nobody try to flim flam you. Like I'm like, mm-mm. So of course I took it to the house and I should have left it in my storage. Alright, so let me see my options. Big Papa had this red Moscato. It's Sutter's home, and then I have the leftover Amsterdam that's still in the refrigerator from Memorial Weekend. And the only reason why I still have it is obviously because I had to take it with me. So he had drank the whole bottle, one whole bottle, and this is what was left. And it's been in the refrigerator ever since. Like you see, I have not touched it. You know, I don't drink on a regular. Alcohol is sugar, and then how I drink my alcohol, it gets mixed with more sugar. Y'all know I have a sugar problem, but whatever. I gotta live my life too. Like, if I need a drink, like right now, I need a drink. I'm gonna make me a drink. I'm gonna drink it. Okay, I'm gonna drink it. I love this little ice machine. Sorry, y'all. I've been doing my little organization and stuff like that around here, so that's why all the shit is around the machine. But anyways, see, these ice cubes are so cute. Y'all remember the little Dots candy? It reminds me of Dots candy. See, it looks just like a Dots candy, and it just has a hole underneath. I don't know where the hell she got this ice machine from, but I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, you know how they do. They fill up the glass. Look, we ain't at the bar though. I don't have to fill up my glass all the way with some liquor. I mean, with the ice before I pour my liquor. Like, look, it's halfway. Can you meet me halfway? All right, so let me taste this Sutter's Home because I haven't had this red Moscato before. Here's the little glass. Yeah, we do the little Jamaican shot glass when we want to try a drink. I just want to try it and see what it tastes like because I'll have me some wine. If not, I'm about to mix up some of this Amsterdam. And you know I got to have the extra sweet. Yeah. So, and you see I used it because this is what was left from when I was at the trap house. But anyhow, we had helped Big Papa move the other day. So I was like, oh, you need to break the seal on that mofo. So you see he brought it right over here. Put it right in the refrigerator. They know. So I'm about to try it because I need a drink, y'all. I need a drink. Like, this shit is beyond getting on my nerves. Wait a minute. It's turning, but not. There we go. Had to put some elbow grease in it. Gunk, 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 gunk. All right. Taste this Moscato first. Let's see what it's working with. Okay, it's kind of dry. It's okay though. It's okay. It needs a little sweet. That's better. The way you move it got me in a trance. DJ, turn it up. Ladies, this your dance. I'ma sip Moscato and you undo them pants. And I'ma throw this money like you do it with no hands. Okay, that's cool. I think I'm a. We're gonna do it. We're gonna mix the little sippy sippy. Where's my other little glass? Okay, somebody opened this thing, but they didn't put the dishes away. Oh my goodness. All right, so the wine is already cold, so I'm gonna put my grenadine at the bottom because I need a little sweet. I need a little sweet. Okay, that should work. And then we're gonna mix it. Well, we're not. I'm not mixing it, but we're gonna do some sippy sippy on both. And turn my little show back on. Like when I say I'm in my feelings, I'm in my feelings. People don't want to listen to me. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to listen. You don't have to talk. It's fine. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Ding. Mm. See, it needs the grenadine. Sometimes you just need that little sweet. The boy's little refrigerator from when he was in college is right here on the side, so that's where we normally keep the liquor. We need water. All right. So I'm gonna get up early. I need to wake up at 5. Well, 5:30 because I already took my shower. And then all I need to do is get dressed. You back, Jeffrey? What the hell's going on, Jeffrey? What you doing, Jeffrey? Where'd you go? You better not be cheating on me too, Jeffrey. Better not. Take my glasses with me to the living room. Yes. Look, when we in the store, when I was saying, hey, Jeffrey, she just looking at me like, there she go. Yup. Sure do. Yeah. So, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me pop the phone up. I'm going to tray right here on the ottoman. So Riz, if you still in the chat, Green Queen has said I should have just went ahead and took my little trip like I was trying to do like a few months ago. Because I need a vacation. Do you want to get away? Do you want to escape? Yes. All right. Let me move this up some. Now, Tracy, you know I only have one lady. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. Look, y'all know I don't like being cheated on, okay? It sucks. It's for the birds, honey. It's for the birds. But yeah, so. Yep, so we could have had a good time, honey. Like, and I could have saved me a whole rack of money, too. But, you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. And life always still has to continue to move forward. You know, so I just, like I said, when I call you, you don't answer the phone. That means you ignoring me. Like, I feel like that's a game. It's been 2 months. You won't pick up the telephone. Like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. And like I said, I've been praying on it, y'all. Like Jeffrey, that's what I'm saying. You my number one spiritual advisor. You my vice president. Like I'm saying, it's like when I need, like I know when I say, when I put it out there for y'all to pray for me, I know Mr. Ray is going to be the number one person praying for a sister. Okay, so like at this point, like I said, I just need to. My money will be up eventually. That's not a problem. I'm not worried about that. I just need my living situation to be consistent, and it hasn't been consistent for a long time. It hasn't been consistent for a long time. So like when Tootie had asked me, like, how did I get to go to the hotel for 2 weeks? Because I prayed on it. Like the Uber lady said, I had asked her the same thing. She got a brand new car to be able to do Uber with no job. And I asked her, I was like, well, how did you get this? She had a brand new car. It was like an Altima or a Maxima or whatever. It was a brand new car for her to be able to do Uber and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, how did you get this car? She just turned and looked at me. She's like, God. So I was like, okay. So that's pretty much what happened in my situation too. When I needed the money to get the break that I needed, the money presented itself. Yes, ma'am. I pray for all of my close friends and family. I know you do, honey, and I appreciate that. Is there a way people can join your live? I don't know. Is it like, you mean like a link or something? I don't know, girl. Like, I'm not that professional and fancy with this, and it's been almost 2 years. But again, my stuff has not advanced yet because my brain is like, it's like my brain is still mush right now where I can't focus. I haven't tried to research, trying to do the editing and the videos and all that stuff. I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at that point. I'm trying to get there though. I'm trying to get there. So it's like I said, I prayed on my situation. And when I need confirmation, it always pops up in my morning or my evening prayers, which it didn't even do that this time. It was the videos that I kept seeing through my YouTube. So Apostle, Buckner Jr., his videos, like his shorts pop up on my phone every day. Okay. And he be saying some good stuff. He be prophesying some good stuff. I'm like, okay. But then these psychic messages just started popping up on my phone out of nowhere. Because I asked for a sign. Oh, well, I don't know what we are. I just don't put myself out there. I don't do that. You know that, sweetie. You've been around long enough to know. I don't do that. And then the two people that I actually let in both lied to me, played games and all this shit. And I'm like when you walk away from the table at the casino, I'm like, okay, fine. It's a wrap. And then now that I blocked your ass, now you want to start calling my phone. But you blocked. Why didn't you take heed of what I was saying when I'm reaching out to you? I know they got some shit going on. I got some shit going on. I don't know none of my folks right now. I don't know nobody that don't have something going on. Okay? I asked them, have you tried to take like a holistic approach to your physical issue? They're like, no. Okay, so that was something that was on my mind. Y'all know I was in here trying to play Dexter's Laboratory and all this stuff. Like, literally, once I had left the trap house, my creative juices were flowing like crazy. Okay? So, like, it was something that was on my mind. Like, is there like a natural, maybe like a lotion, a balm, something, that you probably could use in between, to kind of help you with your issue? Like, that was on my mind too. It's like, how could Traci be helpful? You know? Like I said, they just don't want to act right though. Yeah, you can, but you would have to send an invite. But we do that. I'll do that at another time. Yeah, I got you. I got to get my number one lady supplier. People don't understand the word boundaries. Yes, and I'm glad that you said that, sweetie. I'm glad that you said that because the moment that we, because she already sees this therapist, well, not one-on-one for herself. He's the boys' therapist, and he pops up at least once a week or whatever to come and check up on them or whatever. But when she said We need to find a more effective way to learn to communicate, with one another. She was like, okay, well, maybe we need to start talking to the dude too. I said, okay, fine, no problem. No problem. No problem. I said yes. She thought I was only going to be doing the individual therapy, which I did sign up with another. I was trying to sign up with another program to do the one-on-one therapy for myself. Excuse me. And then, we would do the group therapy with the boys therapist or whatever. She's like, oh, I didn't realize I was going to be in the mix. You said we need to find a more effective way to communicate. So that means we want to sit up here in these therapy sessions. Because the first thing I told him, excuse me, I said the first thing I told him is we need to establish some clear cut boundaries. Because she a helicopter mom and she tried to be controlling and stuff like that. I'm not one of her children. Okay. So that's the first thing I said in my mouth. We need to come up with some clear cut boundaries. If I'm out here in these streets all damn day and night, okay, and if it take me a minute to respond back to you or whatever, don't be calling the police on me, putting no missing persons and nothing out on me if I don't come home at 10 o'clock. Don't do that. Yeah, that sucks. Like, that's the second time I can honestly say she put the popo on me. I'm like, we don't fucks with the police. Like, we don't. Like, don't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. Don't do it to me. And she's done it twice. Well, at the first time, I didn't know you. I understand that. But you still should have communicated. It came up in therapy. You should have told me that this is what you were going to do. Oh, well, if, I said, what if I had warrants? She's like, well, if you had warrants, then I didn't need you in my house or whatever. Yeah, but I'm not the one that's the criminal. I don't have no criminal record. So, anyways, we will pass that. But like I said, it got brought up in therapy because sometimes you being a chatterbox, me being a chatterbox, and you over communicating, and me also being an over communicator. If there's something that you need to express to me or let me know, then you need to share that. But sometimes it doesn't get shared or disclosed. So, like after, I would say by like at least our second session, is when they finally heard me when I was like, you needed to tell me, like when you had me come here to this house when grandma was here. Because she didn't like the fact that I had to put it out there. Grandma was the reason why we were button heads and everything came to a head because that lady was being entirely too messy. She was doing too much. She was messing with my money. She was messing with a whole bunch of shit. She had an issue with me cooking. I was working every day. I was literally out here in these Baltimore, D.C. streets delivering this food to people. I wasn't in the house. That one Saturday, I was working 15 hours straight. I told her, I said, these boys nor that old lady, she had no problem with Tracy because Tracy was out in these streets hustling, trying to make money. You know what overhead I was dealing with. You know what bills I had to pay. Well, I need Tracy not to be so stressed. I'm like, well, tell grandma to leave me the fuck alone because that contributed to my stress at the time. I told the therapist, this is her house. Each time that grandma did something slick and slim shady to me, I brought it right to Tootie. She didn't do nothing about it. So she didn't want to hear what I had to say. Like she didn't want to hear how I felt. Oh, grandma, she an elder. Like I can't. She pretty much like I can't check anybody that's an elder, but you could check anybody that's living underneath your roof though. See, that's the difference. And this is what the therapist was trying to get her to understand that just because they're an elder doesn't mean that they can't get checked. It's like everybody you know, should be respected, especially an elder. But if they're not acting right, then they too have to get checked. And that didn't always happen. Like I was literally in here sleeping on the couch one night and the lady was talking shit about me because I could cook. Yeah, yeah, I'm drinking. Yeah, no, I didn't eat nothing. Gotta make it more strict. People gonna learn one day. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. One day people gonna learn. Are you seeing my message? No, I wasn't eating nothing. I was just making me a drink. She just need she just need to calm down and remember that you're a woman and you have your own things too. Yeah, I mean we good right now. We good. Gotta make it much. Yep. Need to slow down. Yeah, I get it. I hear what y'all saying. Yep, and that's true. Riz, I'm not the type of person to just y'all. You've known me for like at least 20 years or so at this point. Like, excuse me. I give people the benefit of the doubt, benefit of the doubt. Because look at what we both had to deal with Cece. You were August Virgo, just like I'm an August Virgo. Like, I just don't automatically give people like I just don't automatically cut somebody off. Now, if you eventually decide to get the rope and you tie that rope around your own neck and string yourself up or whatever, that's not of my doing. I'm not the one presenting you with the rope. You feel me? You know. So this person, like, I have tried to give the benefit of the doubt to far too much. And it's like I said, they know my channel is Traci Talks, not Traci Text. Traci is a talker. Traci talks about whatever. Even 2D said it. 2D says, like, you share like 80% of your life with those people on YouTube. You're absolutely correct. I have motivated 3 people to start their own channel just for me coming on here, not knowing what to expect by sharing my story because I'm tired of being flim-flammed, misused, and abused and all that stuff. You never know what might help another person. So yeah, I try to be helpful. That is it's ingrained in our DNA by the stars, honey. The Virgos are the caregivers of the zodiac. And I'm tired of people saying that the Scorpios are the freaks. No, they not. They the Virgos. If y'all don't know, you better find out real quick. It's not the Scorpios. It's the Virgos. You have been informed. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Anywho, so like I said, I'm trying to give folks the benefit of the doubt. I know they got some shit going on. I got my shit going on or whatever, but I'm not gonna shut down. If you're an over communicator, like I said, this nigga was kissing my ass for 3 months. And then you just automatically shut down communication and you only doing the typey, typey, typey. I'm like, I don't like the typey, typey, typey. You know that, Riz. Like, I don't like the typey. Like, if you want to get my attention, you, the man, at some point, you need to pick up the motherfucking telephone because I ain't chasing nobody. Tracy don't do that. I haven't done it. I'll be 52 next month. I haven't done it up until this point. I'm not going to start now. I'm not going to do that. It's not the woman's job to chase. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, this wine is making me feel a little warm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. Okay. I wasn't sure if y'all said anything else. So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I feel like I've done my part. I try to be patient. Y'all know I'm not a patient person. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Because they should have got cut off a month ago. They had a whole nother month to try to get this shit together. To try to make me understand what they're going through. Like, okay, I get it. Just say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, yeah, but that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And like I said, I'm done trying. I'm done trying to get people to understand my point of view, my perspective, where I'm coming from, how I'm feeling. You're not the only one going through shit. I had to deal with my mama's birthday now, so I wasn't crying. Like, I swear to y'all, it's been 17 years. Normally, when my mama birthday roll around, the waterworks start flowing. So it took 17 years for her birthday to finally roll around where I'm not crying hysterically. Okay. So I feel like that's some progress. I'm not saying that I'm 100% healed from that. My mama was my best friend. It's been 17 years. I'm still dealing with that shit. Okay, fine. I'm trying to work it out with the therapist so so I can finally, come to peace with that. I'm not there yet. I'm still within my healing process. Okay, so I was dealing with that, and this person was supposed to be there to help pick up the pieces, when I was dealing with my breakup and all that stuff. I listened to everything that they said. I listened to everything that the other person said, but the other person obviously is an opportunist and just a liar and all the other stuff. Okay, fine, no problem. I'm not in my feelings about that no more. You know, have I been in my feelings about this other situation? Yes, I have. Okay, because they weren't consistent with the communication and just everything. You're going through your shit. Okay, fine. You have to express that to me. You have to communicate to that. Like, literally, you have to communicate that to me that I'm going through this shit. This is one of my issues. I've really been, it's like since, we've been hanging out, it kind of got amped up to like the 100th degree. Okay, I understand. Not really, but I'm trying to be understanding. And thank you for sharing that with me. So at least I'm aware and I know. But you cannot cut off communication and just be typey, typey, typey because I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I've made that clear. I've expressed myself at least 3 times of how I was feeling and what I was going through because you're only focusing on the things that you're going through and not being concerned about what I'm going through. And then you can't have a problem with my YouTube. And so what, I got 3 phones. I was like, the moment that my shit blow up, I might need 3 more phones. So you can't have an issue with me having multiple phones to do my YouTube and my gig work, which, I'm not signed up for Grubhub right now. I do DoorDash and Uber Eats. I need the 2 phones to do that too, not just my YouTube. So you can't have a problem with me having multiple phones. Well, I have 2 phones for my job. Okay, well, you got 2 phones. Most people just have one. Well, I'm not a normal person. You're not going to lump me into that category. I'm not a normal person. Traci is special. Traci is unique. I am unique. I am. And I'm also that bee not to be played with, and I'm not putting up with nobody's BS. I'm just not going to do that. I try to talk to you. You weren't listening. Shit, it's 4 o'clock. Damn it. I need to get up soon and go work. So, Traci, hurry up and get your wine. I'm going to have to put this Amsterdam in the freezer. I need to make some money when it's dark right now. Like, I can't be out there in the sun. And but I got... Did I do 4 runs yesterday? I did 4 runs yesterday before it got too hot. That's what I said. I need that 4-hour window between 6 and 10 to try to make my money, or at least whatever I'm meant to make before the sun come out. Like, the sun has been out with a vengeance. Can't deal with that. But I need to make my money too. I don't know. I think I want some noodles. Y'all, I made this banana bread. So first of all, I made chili. In the last week, I made 2 pans of mac and cheese. I made chili. And I made the banana bread because I needed to use the bananas and stuff. I needed to use the sweet potatoes, but I left them in the stove too long. So they went bad. And we don't throw no food away. Mama didn't throw no food away unless it was absolutely spoiled. Okay, fine, no problem. But I made this banana bread. And we ate like half of it. So I was thinking about making some French toast with the banana bread. I was thinking about doing that. I know that's some fat shit. That's some real fat shit. But I need to do something with the rest of the banana bread. So I think I'm going to make French toast with the banana bread. That sounds good, don't it? It sounds good. And some bacon. I need some bacon. And shit, I might make some eggs too. French toast with the banana bread, eggs and bacon. That sounds like breakfast to me. They are, honey. You better make that banana bread. French toast. Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm going in the kitchen right now, honey. I'm going because I'm hungry. And I need to like literally get up in an hour. I'm not going back to sleep. Obviously, I'm up. I need to go out here and make this money. I done sipped on this wine. I need to put some food in my belly. I'm about to do it. Jolly outlet. I'm about to do it right now. You convinced me. I'm going in the kitchen right now. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Cause it sounds good. I was thinking about it. Like I don't already used up the bananas and the banana bread, and it's like I'm not gonna let the banana bread go to waste too. Like and it's too good too. Yes, 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 yes. All right, hold on. Let me clean up my little mess. Because I need to go out here and make some money, honey, while the sun is not out. Because it's been hot as hell in Baltimore lately. Yes, I call it the fairy dust. Yes, I definitely gonna put me some fairy dust. Shoot, I don't even know where it is right now. I had the cinnamon toast crunch, little fairy dust. I don't know where it is now. But let me see. We almost used up the one that we do have. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Like Lene Monet said, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. I try to put all of my sweet spices that you normally use for sweet stuff here at the top. Alright, so I don't see it at the top. Hold on, wait a minute. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I found it. See, we use it a lot. You see, it's almost empty. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. So, we got the fairy dust. I need some nutmeg. The nutmeg, of course. My mama, one of my mama's old co-workers called it nutmeg. So I call it nutmeg. Got some allspice. Let's see. I got some pumpkin spice, which is everything combined anyways, but whatever. I got some cloves. And some vanilla. Gotta have that real vanilla. Alright. I don't need no onion powder right now. Let me see. I got all my spices because I gotta close the cabinet door to prop up my little tripod. Okay. Have a blessed day. I'm off tonight shift and I'll show you. Oh, okay. Get that bread, Auntie. I'm about to, honey. I'm about to. Yep. Go make them coins, honey. Be safe. Safe travels to you. And thank you for chiming in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like the video. Or you could come back and watch the replay. Cause see, here's what's left. And that's a good portion. That's like a little more than half. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna make some for me and make some for Tootie. So it will be here in the kitchen. All she had to do is stick it in the microwave and heat it up when she ready. She over there with that Papa right now. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. Okay. Alright, let me. Yep. I had heated up my seafood in this little pot, so let me move this out the way. Shoot, somehow, someway, when people start getting on auntie nerves, they mama end up in the kitchen. Alright, let me cut me a couple pieces. What the hell? What the helly? Alright. So, hold on. Let me wash my hands. I want it thick enough. Oh, yeah. I think that's a nice Nice thick piece. I'll make one for me and make one for Duty. The big boy got to go to work, and the little boy don't really eat cake. Anything that has the word cake in it, he really don't fuck with. So, yeah, girl, you know I'll be making people laugh, you know. But look, you know I'm the social butterfly that has people cracking up and all that stuff. Until you start getting on my nerves. All right, that's 2 nice thick pieces. I don't know. Maybe I should make 2 pieces. I don't know. We gonna work with these thick pieces because you know, fat folks do fat shit. I'm about to do this fat shit. Yeah, I know. I know. So let me get this skillet because I'm about to put this griddle pan. I'm about to put this French toast on this griddle pan, honey. This is hers. It's all jacked up with the handle. Like this, so hopefully y'all can see. Okay, good. I'm hungry too, but don't feel like cooking. Girl, I know, but look, I'm about to cook this French toast with this banana bread, girl. I'm about to. Shit, why not? All right, let me get this bowl. Get one of these white bowls. Let me see if 1 egg is going to be enough. Let me see. Egg lands best. I'm going to put 2 eggs. I'm going to put 2 eggs because I can just use the rest for later. I love me some French toast and I haven't really been eating it, so I can have the banana bread version and the regular. We got a whole bunch of bread right now, so it don't even matter. All right. That's 1 egg. I think I definitely need 2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wash the egg off my hands. Cause my diet, your diet's not right. I made a decision to not eat any more red meat. I know that's right. You know what? We haven't really been eating the red meat. We don't really eat a lot of red meat. I mean, we had red meat because I just made chili. Prior to that, we normally eat shrimp and chicken around here. I mean, Tootie does plant-based a little bit. Like, we have the, like, I don't really like the way it tastes or whatever, but, like, this alternative stuff sometimes is okay, sometimes it's not. Like, this is one of the things that we have right now. Like, and then we eat the tofurkey and stuff, too. But, again, I don't really like how a lot of it tastes. Like, I get that we're supposed to try to make it a little bit more healthy, but it has to taste good too. So I need to get my other phone because I can't see what y'all saying. I have high blood pressure and I don't want to become diabetic. Yes, try to do what you can, honey, not to be diabetic, boo-boo. I've got a question for you. Okay, sure. Shoot, Marvin. What's your question, honey? What's your question? Well, I'm looking for this milk. Okay, this is what I got left over in here. I think this is the Dollar Tree kind or whatever. Milk is milk, so splashing it in there. Oh, what am I wearing? Okay. I just took me a shower. I normally, like, I'm not by myself. When I'm by myself, I normally sleep in my birthday suit, but I'm not by myself right now. I'm living with my friend. She's got kids, so this is a short set. All you need is love, which is true. It has little shorts to go with it, but the shorts have my booty cheeks hanging out, and I'm not trying to have my booty cheeks hanging around the boys. So I have my little honeycomb shorts on because they come to my knee. The booty shorts obviously barely cover my booty. So So that's my outfit. See, I got my honeycombs on. That's it. Nothing fancy. I should be asleep right now, but I'm not asleep. I showed you my shorts. See, my shorts. This is my honeycombs. I have a red pair and a black pair. I think my red pair is still at the trap house, but all of my clothes are still at the trap house. So thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Right now I'm doing some fat shit because I was drinking me some wine, and I need to put some food in my belly because I'm gonna have the DoorDash in like an hour or so. So I'm making this French toast with this banana bread I got left over, so I can put something in my belly. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the bacon first. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely feminine, honey. Okay. So, I'll admit, Tracy's a part of that LGBTQXYZ community, okay? I'm normally the aggressor, but I've always kept it feminine, okay? I'm just non-practicing, okay? I'm not saying that I don't notice. I still look, I got eyes, okay? But that's the one thing that I want vanilla. Tracy did too much. The vitamin D deficiency was real. It was almost 2 whole years. That's why I had to do something about it. I like it too much. More so than the regular stuff. Yeah, so I had to do something about it. Like I said, I just didn't pick the right people. It's okay. It's okay, Tracy. You're human, okay? So, yeah. So, that's very much a thing, but it's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, where's this bacon? Okay, I guess they use up the rest of the other pack of bacon. So this we get from Safeway. It's you could get a 4-pack for $19.99. You could pick 4 proteins. They have bacon, they have Italian sausage, ground, linked, shrimp, chicken. It's a whole bunch of shit. You pick 4 packs. And I got 2 bacons and some Italian sausage, and I forget what the 4th one was. But anyways, I think it's a pretty good deal for $20. So I always gotta get the bacon. You see, it's regular poke bacon. It's regular poke bacon. I like my poke. I'm trying to cut it. I need a sharper knife. Let me see. Where's the big knife? Where's the big one? I like it big. Okay, here it is. I got the bigger knife. Hey, what would you make? Hey, what would you make me on a first date? Honey, if we go on a first date, you got to take me out somewhere. If it's a first date, we got to go out somewhere. I'm not cooking on a first date. You get all the wonderful vittles that Big Mama will make after. But on the first date, you better take me somewhere. Shit, I'm not even playing. You will have the rest of your life to eat Big Mama cooking. You feel what I'm saying? On a first date, you better take me somewhere. And I'm fine with the Cheesecake Factory. I love Cheesecake Factory. I'm just not ordering no $15 drink because that's ridiculous. You could take that $15 and buy a fifth of some I don't know, something white, cruising, some Bacardi, some Absolute, Smirnoff or something. And we could be sipping at home with that $15. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm putting my little bacon in the pan. Uh-oh. I'm trying to break the little shot glass. All right, I'm trying to move the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. Nah, I want to own you on a first date. So you're cooking for me. Okay, yeah, no. I'm like, this is where Tracy's shutting down and I'm not hearing nothing else that you saying, Marvin. I'm not hearing nothing else you saying. You're not saying the right thing. Nope. Nobody on Tracy. That's a tech number 1. When I just said I'm not cooking on a first date,
Tracy's not cooking on the first date. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Anywho. Regular little strip. It's a little itty bitty skinny strip. You know, ain't nothing skinny around here but the little nigga, okay? All the other folks right here fat. I'm gonna cook this toast right here in this pork fat. Alright, so you being stubborn, we're gonna do it together. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm being stubborn because I'm still not cooking on the first date. No. Big Mama is putting her foot down. You hear this? Big Mama putting her foot down. I said no. So you're going to have to take me out on the first date. If you can't take me out on the first date, guess what, Marvin? There's not going to be no first date. That's it. We can cook together. We can do all that warm and fuzzy quality time, date night stuff after we've already got past that first little threshold, which would be AKA the first date. Like I said, you would have the rest of your life to eat Big Mama cooking. On the first date, if you can't take me out, it's not going to be my first date. That's all I'm saying. Y'all need to listen to Big Mama sometimes, okay? Stop being hard-headed. I'm not the one being stubborn. You got to take care of them 3 P's. If you're not going to, you got to feed me too. If you ain't going to do that, then that's a problem. Okay. Hey, Mr. Saeed. How are you? Grand Rising to everybody in the chat, y'all. Grand Rising. I'm being fat. I'm doing some fat shit right now. I drank me some wine. I got to do some driving to make me some money. Doing some gig work. So I got to put some food in my belly. So I made this pan of banana bread. I done cut 2 thick slices. I'm about to make banana bread French toast for me and Toot. So I'm cooking up this pork grease. This is regular bacon. Regular pork bacon. I'm going to cook this French toast in this pork grease. Okay? It's going to be good as shit. It's going to be good as shit. Alright. See, I cut 2 nice big thick pieces of this banana bread. And look, I got my little egg wash right here. So let me season it up with some cinnamon. I have that. And the pumpkin spice, which is just everything mixed. We'll put some of that in there too. Yeah, why not? I got some cloves. I'm gonna put some of that in there. Ding, 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 ding. I got some allspice. I'm gonna throw some of that in there too. It's already in the banana bread, but I'm putting it in this French toast batter too. Why not? It's gonna be dark. Whatever. That's what I'm doing. Got some nutmeg too. Gotta put some nutmeg. Nutmeg tastes nasty when you do the home remedy when your stomach upset or whatever. It tastes nasty. It tastes like itself. But when you put it in and stuff, it make it taste good.
It's not coming out that much. Okay. I got enough shakes in there, I think. And then, of course, we got to put some vanilla in here. Let's see, I'm going to win either way. Because I'm going to take you to one of those restaurants which the couples cook for themselves. You know what? You being a butthole, Marvin. You being a butthole. What is wet? What is wet, Harvey? What is wet? I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Let her cook. Look, y'all. Glorilla is coming to Horseshoe in Baltimore. That's right before my birthday. I told Toot, I was like, I wouldn't mind going to see Glorilla. I love me some Glorilla, honey. I know I'm an old head, but I love me some Glorilla. I sure do. Mixy, mixy, all these spices. Make sure I get it all the mixy going on. Give me your Insta. I'm going to DM you. I don't have an Insta. Not yet. So see you, Marvin. Keep talking your shit. Keep talking that yin yang in the thing, okay? I don't have no Insta. Now what? Alright, y'all. Let me get my bacon because some of them are looking kind of crispy. I don't like it too crispy now. Fire down some a little bit. Okay. This bacon over here. Oh shit, that's burnt. Damn it, Tracy. I don't like burnt bacon. Burnt bacon you can use in a BLT though, no problem. Put this around the perimeter. The fire was too hot. It was too hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. Hot. Alright, these pieces are okay. It wasn't directly on that fire. Alright. I don't like my bacon too crispy. I like it in between. You like where this is going? Still got to go on Tracy. Yeah, okay. If you think so, sir. Okay. I'm not too bad. I'm still gonna cook this. I'm gonna put some butter in here too, and this pork grease. I have an email address. Hold on, let me get my other phone. That's my email. Now it's gonna take forever to cook, but I don't want it to be burnt, so it's gonna take its time to cook. A little crispy. Get a little crispy. This piece is perfect. It's the email that's attached for my YouTube. I have an email that I use just for like job searching and stuff. Then I have my regular email, and then this is the one for my YouTube. You're welcome. Yeah, I know. I know. You want the bacon? Yeah, I know. 3 days after me, honey. Yep. So, I told you. Yeah, Virgo season is definitely coming, honey. And you know I started off. Your birthday had came out straight on June the 1st here in Maryland. And that same evening, my birthday came out straight. I was like, even though I didn't catch yours, I should have definitely catch mine. But I was still at the trap house back then, though. I was thinking about coming there, but I'll see. Yeah, they hate to see us coming. I know. The Virgos be cutting up. Tracy coming. Tracy coming. Tracy coming. Wrist is coming. The Virgos are coming. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Alright. I'm about to take this bacon off. I didn't want to burn up my other pieces. So I'm just taking this little sweet time. One girl told me she didn't date because I'm a Virgo. I was like, oh, please. I know that's right. Shit. Whatever. You just missing out, honey. You just missing out. It's all good, though. It's all good. You just the treasure for the next person that's meant to come along, honey. That's all. That is it. And that is all. I'm about to eat this piece of bacon right here, too, because I'm hungry. And I need to put some food in my belly. Excess of grease off. Right, we don't take no shit. Right. So if you're dealing with somebody that's also a Virgo, knowing how Virgos are and that we don't take no shit, why are you going to give me grief? Because you know I'm not that bitch to be played with. I'm just not. Put these eggs away. People always say something I have it blocked. My own mama, honey, don't. What is PMO? Oh yeah, don't piss me off. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's facts, honey. It's facts. I feel you. Like, don't piss me off either. I done gave you plenty of ample opportunity. Look, I flung the cast out. I hadn't started reeling it in officially, but folks don't want to act right. Honey, you know, in order to get respect, you got to give it. And that's including with your mama or anybody else. If they don't want to act right, then you got to do what you got to do to save your peace. Okay? Because like Medea said, like, mama, peace be still. She's like, I keeps me a piece of steel. Like, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. If that means cut off your mama because she ain't acting right, she being too judgy and all this other shit, then so be it. So be it, honey. You got to do what's best for you. Either she gonna act right, she not gonna act right. She ain't gonna act right, then I mean it's not like you don't love her no more, none of that shit. But you know, you gotta, life is too short. And you gotta do what you gotta do that's gonna keep your peace and make you happy at this point. We are not spring chickens no more. Alright. We had ups and downs too, but I can say you have always kept it 100, even if we got on each other's nerves. Yes, that's true, honey. That's true. You know. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that little crispy piece. Hold on. The little baby piece. You know, I'm a realist through and through, 100%. I don't sugarcoat. I don't try to spare people's feelings. I give it to you all the way REAL. Like Mama used to say, this is not MTV. This is the real world. Okay. And that's how you gonna get it over here, honey. Yep. Alright. Let me stick this. Ooh. I want it to break now. I don't want it to break. It's a thick piece, so I want it to get it nice and coated. Ooh, it's trying to break on me though. Don't break. I'll eat the ugly piece. I serve the pretty piece, and I'll eat the ugly piece. No problem. Alright. I'll put this right in this pork grease. Oh yeah, burn, baby, burn. Girl, my dad finally divorced my stepmom. Oh, okay. No, needed to go. I know that's right. I know that is right, honey. I know that's right. I know. I mean, you know, shit happens. People grow apart. They fall out of love. I mean, you know, shit happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I didn't get all the... I need some more egg on this side. Right in that pork grease. She asked for the divorce, so that's on her. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Honesty is the best policy. That is so true. Yeah. And communication is key. So if you can't talk to the talker, oh well. Try to let you know. I need some orange juice. I'm baking a wood. I blocked her on everything. I know that's right, honey. You have to do what you had to do for you. Now I can turn this fire back up a little bit. I got these two big old thick pieces of banana bread on here. I'm going to make the first toast out of this banana bread. And I'm going to get it on all the corners. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it, honey. And I got my Mrs. Butterburst. Y'all know I love my Mrs. Butterburst. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Yep, that's what I'm using. Do you know of any housing authorities open up there? No, I don't. But I've been looking into it, even for myself. So if I hear of anything, sweetie, I'll let you know. So that means you thinking about moving back home? You thinking about moving back home? You thinking about moving back home, girl? I know that's right. Like I said, and I asked too, because she can ask the lady that runs the program for her caregivers. But she might know. And we don't know. Yeah, we can. I'm not working right now, like officially. And it's been hot. It's not like Texas hot, but it's been hot in Baltimore, honey. So, we can talk about it. Ooh, you can call me at any time. You can call me at any time. All right, this one is a little crispy, but like I said, I'll eat the ugly one, no problem. Not a problem. Turn this away. Yes. That's looking good. I think it would be a relief we can have some peace and quiet. They can pay you and be my caregiver. Yes, exactly. That's cool. I'm all for it. Like, I was already looking into an apartment right here where Tootie is, but she said there's 2 apartments in this building. Some people must have crossed over, and they must not have been nice people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I ain't trying to deal with that. I'm not saying that I haven't been in a dwelling that didn't have any folks that had crossed over before, but as long as they're not evil, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all of these sides are cooked since it's thick. Let it cook. Oh, use this knife because it's hot. Alright, there we go. Yeah. No problem, honey. No problem. I'm all for it. Maybe it's just time, you've been away for a few years. Maybe it's just time to come home, Maybe it's just time. Maybe it's just time. Alright, let me get a plate. I'm gonna get a little plate. I don't need a big plate. Get some butter. I need that butter. I like the salted butter. I like that butter with that salt. I already got me some out. These are like my little butter containers that Tootie leave up on the microwave for me so I can have my butter out. Mama normally didn't put butter in the refrigerator because she bakes so much. Like, it normally didn't get refrigerated, because a lot of recipes call for the room temperature butter. And for folks like Tootie that think that you can't leave the butter out, I leave this butter out all the time. And I'm fine. Anyhow, with this knife, where's that knife? Okay, this is the ugly piece. Put this butter. Lots of butter. You see that big old pat of butter? You see that? You see all that butter? Mama said butter makes everything better, baby. You best believe it sure do. I put the whole, look. Ooh. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that big old pat of butter. Oh, it's just oozing over the sides. Oh yeah. All right. Let's share the wealth. Share the wealth, honey. Actually, let's do a little bit more. Yeah. All that butter. Mm, mm, mm. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Put that butter down. It's fire off. Like I said, I'll eat the ugly piece. I don't have no problem. There are other pieces for Tootie. When she wake up, I know she's gonna be hungry. The other pieces for her. All right, now here comes the best part. You use salted butter. Yeah, I know. Look, I like the salt, honey. I like. Look at this. Look at this. Look. That's the best part. Yes, it's nice and coated. It's coated. It's coated, y'all. All right. First bite. Good morning, my beautiful queen. Good morning, Ben Dog. Grand rising to you, dear. Thanks for chiming in as always. Look at that. We got the banana bread in the inside and all this French toasty stuff going on the outside. And all this butter and all this syrup. Do y'all prefer jelly or syrup? Okay, Jay's first bite. Mmm. 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 Okay, this is good. Mmm. 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 Mm-hmm. She wanted me to make some peach pancakes. I had put the peaches in there. I cut them up in small pieces with all the spice and stuff. And then she acted like she didn't want no pancakes. So, of course, they went in the refrigerator too long. Thank you, Ben Dog. This is good. Y'all want some? It's good. It's got the nice little crispy around the edge. She said peach. She said she got a taste for some peach pancakes. I'm like, okay, bitch, you got to say less. You know, Big Mama will come right in this kitchen and will serve up exactly what you asked for. And then she's like, I'm like, you ready for the pancakes today? Nah, I don't want it today. Alright. So I'm just going to have to surprise her. One day when she's hungry, she going to eat it. This is some good shit right here. Peach like pussy. Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't fuzzy, honey. It just wasn't fuzzy, though. It wasn't no fuzzy peach. It was just the peaches out the can. It wasn't no fresh peach. You know you need it to be fresh. I don't want no coochie that's stinking, okay? I didn't drop the piece. Hold on. Making a mess. Let me get a glass of milk, y'all, and we can cop a squat. You know, we dealt with enough funky asses. Like, I'll never forget that one time when I went to go do that massage for that one girl. And I was like, oh, I need to freshen up. I need to take a shower. So she had ample time to go in there and knock that dust off of her coochie and make it fresh. Yeah. She didn't do it. So I'm like, okay, so you're not going to get a full hour. my nose. She definitely violated my nasal cavity. And I couldn't hang. I couldn't hang, honey. I did enough to get my money and go the fuck on about my business. Alright, y'all. Let me move my tripod and my glass, and I'm going to come back and get my plate. Yes. Well, it's like I've come to realize the girls like the coochie shaved. The boys want it to still be furry. I've come to realize that. I too prefer for it to be shaved, but hey, you know, that's just me. What's up, baby girl? You like sitting by the window? To the windows, to the wall. All sweet, 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 sweet. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm the same way, honey. But you still partake of the partake. Tracy hasn't had no coochie in a long time. The last time I had my coochie ate, I haven't ate no coochie in a long time. Long time. Long time. I told you I like the vitamin D too much. Oh, but I could appreciate the female form though, for real, for real. Girls are pretty and they smell nice and they soft and supple and they got boobies. I like boobies. I got boobies. Boobies are nice to play with. They are. The coochie is too. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yeah, I know. Folks don't want to act right. Like, I can honestly say I never really consider myself seeing myself like in an actual relationship with a female. And I guess I never really clicked with nobody on that level that I would even consider it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I like dick too much. I do. Like, the vitamin D gets me every time. Like, things would have been different. Like, things, like, I probably would have still been with my ex. If there was one little thing that I could have made different in that little situation, girl, I would be doing all cowgirl on that boy. You feel me? But it didn't pan out that way. I'm not putting up with no disrespect or bullshit from nobody. I don't care who you are. Tracy not putting up with the bullshit. You basically wouldn't mind letting another woman eat now. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell y'all like how I told my mama when I came out to I was 25 when I came out to my mama. Okay, my mama was a pretty liberal lady, but she was old fashioned when it came down to getting married and having babies and all that shit. So when she's trying to figure out the why and when the question marks popped out and all that stuff, I turned her and I looked at her straight in her face. I said, in the dark, a mouth has no gender. And that's the truth. Shit. And that's my final answer, Regis. Okay. I'm just saying. She didn't like that answer. She didn't like it, but I'm like, I'm telling you the truth. So, so to answer your question though, no, I'm not a pillow princess. I never was, but you know, I don't have no problem pleasing my partner. It's just that's just like the warm up. Sometimes Tracy literally needs to be taken to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. And then I can't go too long. I can't. I can't go too long because Tracy would lose her mind and ended up in a damn trap house. Okay. So, you know, I keeps it all the way REAL. Like, mm, oh shit, this plate is hot. Yep. So, what are y'all trying to fight to be in front of the door? Are you over it now? Okay. mm. Y'all, this French toast is good as shit. Well, I mean, it's still more banana bread than anything, but it's so good. I had to put something in my belly because I drank that wine, and I need to do some driving to make me some money. Mm. So I had just went to the store, and I didn't have any raisins or walnuts, so I used what I had at the house, which was pumpkin seeds and dates. It's good. It's delicious. I'll make you some. It's good as shit. Mm-hmm. I was door dashing yesterday until it got hot. So, I think I did 4 drop-offs yesterday because I didn't leave out. Like, I need to be walking out the door, but like, I would say maybe 5:30. It's almost 5 now. So that's why I'm like, I already took my shower. I'm going to get myself together so I can go out here and make this money because it was busy when I first turned the app on. And then when I found, like, an hour later, when I finally got myself together to leave about the house, it wasn't busy no more. Yeah, right now it is hot everywhere, honey. Hmm. It's been hot up here, too. Hmm. Mm-mm. I like this Mrs. Butterworth. Mrs. Butterworth reminds me of the butter pecan that you get from IHOP. Old fashioned reminds me of the Aunt Jemima. She like the Aunt Jemima. Even though I know they don't call it Aunt Jemima no more, it's still Aunt Jemima to me. Just like the Redskins, still the Redskins. I don't even know what they call it now, but it is what it is. Mm. I got 3 more pieces of bacon left. I'm gonna turn this light off. This light is bright as shit. And let me shut this door because these crickets or whatever loud too. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna head out in about an hour. Hold on, let me shut this door. just shut the door. I'm trying to make it biggie. Just shut the door. Yep. Break this big piece into two more little pieces. Last two bites. Don't make a mess, Tracy. Teresa, I need you to get your shit together, Teresa. So I'm about to officially clear my plate because I only got two more pieces of bacon left. So, I didn't make my French toast yesterday, so I made it today. With the banana bread is better. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Stop making a mess, Tracy. I squeeze the bacon. I officially cleared my plate. My shit was good. Now let me take my medicine. Because I just ate. Take my vitamins. And my cinnamon. All right. Okay, that's fine. I'll take this damn metformin. It's nasty, but I gotta take it. The goal is to eventually lose enough weight and to get this sugar under control where I don't have to take no more medicine. Because I'm not sticking myself. If I have to stick myself, then Tracy just gone. I'm not doing needles. So these are those new vitamins I wanted to try. They're mainly for your Gucci. They keep your pH aligned like it's supposed to. So it's a probiotic and two multivitamins. And one is supposed to be for like good urinary tract health, and I forget what the other one is. I found it on Facebook, so I was like, let me try it. We all need to keep that coochie right. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So I had it right on top. Like I think the probiotic you only take one, so I wrote it on top. Take one, and then I know these other two I gotta take two. So I take my medicine. I take my other medicine when I get back because it makes me go potty. And when I'm trying to work, I don't need to have to keep running to the bathroom when I'm trying to make my money. You know what I mean? So I take that when I get back to the house. That's my sugar medicine, my metformin that I just took. When I come back, I take my blood pressure medicine. Okay, sweetie. I'm about to take a quick little cat nap for like 30 minutes. And I'm going to get up and get on this road while it's still dark. Because that sun is lethal. I'm setting my alarm right now. Thanks for chiming in, Riz. Thanks for chiming in. Like the video before you head out. Turn this alarm on real quick for 30 minutes. I'll do it for 5:35. 5:35. That should be a whole 30 minutes. 34 minutes. That's fine. All right, y'all. Hold on one second before I sign off. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I had a tinkle, so now I can take my quick little cat nap and then get ready to get on this road and DoorDash. So let me charge my devices. Oh yeah, this one I definitely. Hold on, let me plug in my phones, y'all. Actually, I don't really need this one. I can leave this one open. But I need to charge my other one because this is the one that I normally record from. I'm recording from my red phone right now. I normally do it from my pink phone. Alright, so shut this down and make sure it has a full charge before I get on this road, honey. And then I can record while I'm out dashing. I'll come back at like at least about an hour, y'all. Maybe 30. No, because I gotta get myself ready. I would say maybe like between 30 and 40 minutes. Let me just plug everything in. I'm looking for it. All right. So thank you for everybody that chimed in, y'all. You know I appreciate you, especially Riz, because, you know, I don't really see you as often, honey. But if you come home, then that's not going to be your problem. I'll see you all the time. But thank you for everybody that chimed in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for new subscribers, if there were any from this live. I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to me vent and, you know, get my little feelings out there. Because, like, people just need to know that, you know, You can't be playing with people's emotions and think that they just still gonna put up with the BS because they're not. So that's the little moral of this little live. So if I don't see you later, y'all have a nice productive hump day. And if you humping, please protect yourself. Okay, that's very important. There's still way too many people having unprotected sex in this 21st century. I'm just saying, that's my little PSA. All right, I'm gonna take my cat nap and I'll be back in about 30-40 minutes, y'all. All right, bye, y'all. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye, y'all.